Because if you think I'm not from the Lord, you definitely are listening to Satan.
There's a lot of people out there that saying they're prophets of God, and they're not right. They're not right on. They've missed the here, and they just keep moving forward, but they're not right on.
Hi all, and thanks for stopping by. I done a video debunking Lois Vogel Sharp's claim to fame of calling Roe v. Wade before it happened, saying that she called the exact date it was going to happen before it did. That video was attached to another video, and I wanted to make it better to clearly show what was going on, plus have a standalone video that anybody can point others to see easily that she did not do this. But Lois is, that's her claim to fame. She went on talk shows. She went on this and that. She even started having gathering or conference or whatever, all based on this lie that God told her about Roe v. Wade to the day that it was going to be overturned. So I want to go through this in a way and prosecute it to the point of there's no denying this. So here's her claims that she called it, and she went on a bunch of shows, and then her own program, she just kept on going with, she called it, God gave her the date, it's all her. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Lois Vogel Sharp. Today's July 22nd, 2022.
Now, I've put these dates in because I want everybody to know that this is after the fact of what the Supreme Court did. This is after it has already been called.
And he told me June 24th was when Roe versus Wade was going to be overturned by the Supreme Court.
And here she is taking credit, saying that God had told her before and making the claim that she was the one that got it.
Hi, I'm Lois Vogel Sharp. Today is August 2nd, 2022. June 24th, Roe versus Wade being overturned. He told me that, showed me that day, and he told me Roe versus Wade was going to be overturned on that day. Hi, I'm Lois Vogel Sharp. Today's August 16th, 2022. We all know the story now about June 24th, how he told me the day Roe versus Wade was going to be overturned. So that was right on. June 24th, Haggai 1, God showed me Roe versus Wade was going to get overturned on that exact day. I'm Lois Vogel Sharp. Today's 8/21/2022. June 24th, Roe versus Wade was overturned. I got that date. He told me what was going to happen on that date. Haggai 1, Haggai 2. We had the June 24th, Roe versus Wade being overturned. God showed me that date, which was June 24th. The date God actually gave me that it was going to happen. Now, just like June 24th, 2022, God picked that date for Roe versus Wade to be overturned, and he told me that that was the date it was going to happen. June 24th already happened. I knew the date, and I knew what was going to happen. He told me specifically. Yeah, Roe versus Wade got overturned on June 24th, the day the Lord showed me. Yes, that actually happened. Roe versus Wade being overturned, which he actually told me point blank.
Now, after she made these claims, and apparently nobody checked on them, well, Bull Pony did because he's wanting to capitalize on it. But she started going on a whole bunch of shows, and more than what I'm going to put here. But she went on show after show after show about how great she was because she got this date from God before it happened, and she called it. Well, let's go.
And I'm going to be on a lot of different shows now. I'm lined up to be on all kinds of stuff. So be looking for me out there, because I'm going to be out there. I'm 50 years walking with the Lord. This is my time now.
God has chosen her, and more incredibly, God actually chose Lois. She's the only prophet or prophetess on this earth that I'm aware of that God spoke to, and he actually gave the date of June 24th. He actually told her that Roe v. Wade would be overturned on June 24th. There's no other prophet in the world that God spoke to and gave that date. The date of June 24th. He actually told her that Roe v. Wade would be overturned on June 24th. There's no other prophet in the world that God spoke to and gave that date.
He showed me the Haggai 1, Haggai 2, all right, with June 24th. I got a direct from God that that's the day we're getting overturned, Roe versus Wade. And I don't usually get direct dates like that, but he downloaded that to me.
You are listening to one of the most honest people that you'll ever see on videos. Hi, I'm Lois Vogel Sharp. Today is June 24th, 2022.
Did you catch the date? That date for this video is the day that it got overturned, and it was already out on the news. It was already out there. This is the video she put out that day.
And I said on Father's Day that I believe these were significant dates. And when I saw that date, 6/24, what went through my mind was that was going to be the day that Roe versus Wade was going to be announced and overturned. But it was just a date. I wasn't sure of it.
So here she is saying it was just a date. She wasn't sure of it. And this is the day of when it broke and it was in the news and already out there. Yet all those other videos that come afterwards, she repeatedly says that she knew, God gave her the date before it happened. And buckle up, there's more on the way.
Lois Vogel Sharp. Today's June 18th, 2022. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers tomorrow.
If you go to her channel and you look, this is the Father's Day video she was referring to, that she called Roe v. Wade before it happened because God told her. This is the video.
And that's basically what he said. He said the stocks are going to crash. We bind abortion, the murdering of your babies across the world in Jesus Yeshua's name. And we pray that Roe versus Wade, Father, that this Supreme Court decision gets done. That at least it can put things in right standing before you as far as the law of the land goes. We know that the states are trying to rise up and do their own thing, but they're going to be judged accordingly.
So that was the video of the day that she called it. She called the exact date. God gave it to her, and she said nothing. She said nothing in the video of the date. She thought it was getting overturned on that day. Nothing. She said nothing.
Roe versus Wade being overturned, which he actually told me point blank. June 24th, Roe versus Wade being overturned. He told me that, showed me that day, and he told me Roe versus Wade was going to be overturned on that day.
And I put it out without actually saying it. I said there's a possibility, I believe on one of my videos, that Roe versus Wade could be overturned. But I kind of didn't want to say it. I kind of left it out there.
So on these interviews, the ones like right afterwards, she hasn't started running with the lie yet. So she's actually admitting she didn't do it. She didn't call the date. She didn't know it. She thought it or whatever. Here's another one.
The other one, it's a possibility that Roe versus Wade might be overturned on that date. And sure enough, it happened on Roe versus Wade being overturned, which he actually told me point blank. I wasn't sure when he said to me June 24th. I kind of got that date, and I kind of felt, I get a knowing about things. That's the only way I can describe it. I just know things. Roe versus Wade being overturned, which he actually told me point blank.
So she's got feelings of, she just knows things. And the beginning of the video, we showed where she claimed responsibility for all of it. She knew it. She knew the exact date and everything else. But I find it very interesting that she says this.
Anybody can surmise. Anybody could surmise that Roe versus Wade was going to be overturned in the last year or so. Because it was going in that direction with the Supreme Court and those that were on the Supreme Court. So anybody could come up to that conclusion.
She's saying this because it was on the news, and legal scholars and all these people were talking about it at the time. And the legal basis of overturning it was there. So it was out there. So it saw at the beginning of the video, that's her claim to fame, and she's ran with it. She's claimed that God told her the date before it happened, and she put it out. She went on all these shows, and it's all one big lie. You saw the video. She didn't even say the date. Nothing at all.
I mean, I backed up and I hit that car, and it was total humiliation for me because I didn't see the damage, and I left. And, of course, the cops tracked me down.
Biblically.
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 Biblically. And then the so-called prophets start getting words about it, you see. The Lord just told me this and told me that. The Lord's not telling anybody anything. But what I've said happened.